Today I'm going to show you how I prep my nails and do a fill. So let's get started. First thing I'm going to do is I need to drill off these rhinestones and everything because I use a UV gel top coat, and that way it really seals it off. We all know that you can't get that off with acetone. So I'm going to get out my drill with a coarse bit on it right here and turn it on. And I'm just going to show you on one nail and then go through and do the rest of them. See, right now I'm just concentrating on those rhinestones, getting them off. As you can see now, I have all the rhinestones off. And now I'm just going to get all of the UV top coat off. And also go right around. Trying to stay in frame so I can show y'all. I'm going ahead and going around my free edge. Push back my cuticle some more. And go ahead and rough up all that new growth. Just a little bit more UV top coat still on there. You do need to pay attention right here. Don't really grind into your nail, but you want to make this seamless right here so you do not have a fill line, because I don't use any of that line eliminator or anything. You just want to make sure, right now I'm staying off my natural nail. You just want to make sure it's a good blend between the two. And there we go. It's all prepped. Turn off my drill. It's all prepped, and I'm going to dust it off, and I'm going to do the rest of my nails, go wash my hands to remove the rest of the dust, and then we'll be back. Okay, we're back, and I have all the dust removed. All of them are filed and prepped and ready to go. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to dehydrate my nails, and I use C&D. And we're going to go through and we're going to dehydrate all the new growth. So we'll start here with my thumb. Just like that. I'm going to let those dehydrate. And then I'm going to go in with my C&D primer. This is acid free, so it won't burn your skin if you get it on there. And we're going to start priming. We're going to go through all the nails. Let that sit for a minute. Now, I always prime twice. Now, like on my mother, she lifts really bad. And so on her, I usually prime 3 times. And that eliminates her lifting. She's always had nails that lift really easy. Okay, so I've gone through and I've primed all my nails. Now what I'm using is I've used the C&D powder also. And this is a sparkly Cover Peak that I mixed myself. And that's what I'm going to use today. And that's my son, you can hear in the background pouring his cereal. So, I'm just using an oval brush and my monomer. Of course, it's C&D retention. Alright, so we're going to get all the air bubbles out of our brush. I'm going to start on the thumb here. I'm going to pick up a bead, and it's just a little bit cold in this room, so I'm going to leave it on my brush for a minute. So I'll start to set up so it doesn't run all over the place. And we're just going to lay it down, keeping it off your cuticle, of course. And just feather it out. And that's it. That's one. I'll go ahead and do another one for you just to show you. Pick up a ball. Let it sit for a minute. I'm going to pull my finger in this away so I can see it easier. Well, let's make it focus on that finger right there so y'all can see it really well. There we go. All right, we're going to lay it on. Press it down. Make sure to keep it off your cuticle. Trying my best to stay in frame. Stayed off the cuticle. And there we go. Now I'm going to go through and fill the rest of my nails, and I'll be back. Okay, I'm done filling my nails and everything, and I didn't know if anybody knew this, but to be able to tell whenever your nail is ready to be filed, you can tap right here on the new spot that you just filled, and you want to hear that, you know, really high-pitched tapping sound. This nail and this nail I had just finished filling, and whenever I tap over here, do you hear that? It sounds like it's a muted. It sounds muted on these two, and that's because the product is still wet. Well, not all the way wet, but still tacky and not dried all the way through. So you want to hear this really high-pitched tapping and not that one. Okay? Now, the bit that I'm going to use to start filing is this one right here. Now, I've been doing my nails since I was 18. I went to beauty school my last 2 years of high school. And so I've been doing nails for quite some time. So my product goes on quite smooth. But if you have problems with your product going on smooth, of course you can use a coarser bit like this to start off with. But then you always need to file up, well, follow up with one of these because it eliminates the file lines. Because sometimes those coarser bits can put a deep one on there that would take you forever to buff out. So we're going to start off with this bit right here. And I'm just going to start by going across the nail. Now I always use my finger to anchor. It's always good to anchor. I'm sure you'll already do that. But I'm going across the entire nail, just back and forth. Just to smooth it out. And you do want to make sure, you know, if you have a problem lifting, you do have to get close to this cuticle. I mean, don't get on your natural nail or anything, but you do have to get close to this cuticle. And you just take it slow and go right across that cuticle like this. All the way across. Because if you do not do that, then you will get lifting right along the edge. And once lifting starts, it's going to just end up popping the whole nail off. So you do want to make sure that you go through and just make sure that's nice and flush with the nail. So I'm just going to continue to do the rest of my nails, and we'll be back. Okay, I've gone through and filed all my sidewalls, and now I'm getting ready to buff. Now I use two buffers. I just use orange, and we've got, you know, very coarse. We've got medium, and we've got fine. And I also use a polar block. This one is much finer. And so I start off with the fine grit. Now, if you have a brand new buffer, be sure and take a file and hit these corners right here. If you don't, it will actually cut you. So you want to use a file and just soften that like there. Now I always take the soft edge like this towards my cuticle. Well, let's see if I can get this. Whoa. Now I go across the top like this. And then I go down the sides. And that way it's nice and smooth. You can't see any file lines. Well, if I can get it to focus. It doesn't like me today, does it? There we go. So you can't see any file lines at all. I'll do one more for you. We're going to start off going across, then down on both sides. Check it. Off the top, down both sides. And it's nice and clean. Now I'm going to go with my polar block on the very fine side, and I just do the same thing across the top and down both sides, and it just gives it a really, really, really soft finish. Down both sides. There we go. Now I'm going to go through. Sorry ladies, my camera cut off. I was going to let you know that I'm going to go through, finish filing, and we'll finish buffing the rest of my nails, and then I'm going to wash them, and then I'll be back. Okay ladies, I'm back. Now I have gone through and I washed my hands and scrubbed my nails with my nail brush and underneath them, and I had to switch the camera around because I had to get my light out here. I'm going to be using IBD Intense Seal, and I'm going to apply this to all my nails in a nice even coat. Being sure to stay off your cuticles, okay? Give yourself some space in between your cuticles, because with a UV top coat, sometimes it will spread out a little bit, especially if you put it on too thick. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to put this on all my nails, and then I'm going to cure it in the lamp for 3 minutes. Be sure to always cap that free edge. I'm going to finish my nails and then I'll be back. Okay ladies, I'm back. This is them out of the dryer, and I've applied my cuticle oil, and I'm all done. So like always, thanks for watching. Rate, subscribe if you want to. So I'll see you in the next one. Bye.